What is up, ladies? Leon Trotsky here, bringing some more Battlefield 3 content. And today, yes, I know, that was the scoreboard for the end of this game. And I put it up for a reason, was because at the end of the game, Sliding Bandit, he was having a good game. He was doing a lot of tank work. He was very surprised that I had more kills than him. And obviously I got more points because I planted a lot of MCOMs. And you'll see that as it goes along. That MCOM attacker pin. Yeah, you want to get the MVP? Go for that MCOM attacker. Plant 3 MCOMs. You will get the ace pin the majority of the time. But at the end of the game, he asked me, Leon, how do you get so many kills that game? I was like, I don't know, bro. I'm a boss. What can I say? And, I say that jokingly around. And it's really just comes with experience. It's one of those things of anticipating and knowing the battlefield, knowing the map, knowing where enemies are going to be, when it's safe, where it's safe to go. And you'll see that in my gameplay. So sometimes it is interesting to see gameplays like this, see what breaks down, and just, see how I can get on those MCOMs faster than some other guys when 3 people are around it. But before, we get into too much gameplay stuff, I kind of want to get something out of the way. There's been, a couple, would be a week or two ago now, the DICE announced a patch, and they have not said when the patch is coming out. They have put out a crap ton of patch notes saying, hey, look at all this stuff that we're working on, and so stop complaining because we're going to put it all out there, and we're just doing so much that you guys, here's everything. So we're going to get a crazy patch, and I don't know how much you guys play Bad Company 2, but this patch is going to be game-changing. They brought out a patch a couple months into the Bad Company 2 lifespan that severely changed the gameplay. Not so much, gun standards, a little bit of gun stuff, but the big thing for Bad Company 2 is the MCOM destruction, MCOM damage, how much damage the MCOM could take, and so that really changed the game a lot. And there's going to be a lot of game-changing stuff in this. I think the vehicle gameplay is going to be crazy different. I've been meaning it for a while now to do some sort of vehicle breakdown, vehicle tips and strategies and stuff like that. But after this patch notes came out, I've started to realize that it's going to be different, and very different. And so hopefully I'll be bringing more tank gameplay and stuff like that once this patch comes out, once we see what actually changes. There's a lot of big vehicle changes. I'm not going to go over most of the changes because the patch notes are very extensive. There's a lot of things going on there, but I think what's more important to note is what's not on there, and maybe some things that they should still patch, some things that they should still change. Obviously, the frag rounds are going to be the biggest issue. I don't think that they're going to nerf them enough. I don't think they should be in the game in the first place, but they are, and they're still probably going to be overpowered. Hopefully, people will use them with something besides the USAS frag rounds. I still get frustrated, though, seeing it's even worse when you see a low level. I saw somebody the other day, he must have been like a level 20 something, Dow 12 with frag rounds with already like 5 service stars with it. He didn't even have the USAS, let alone the USAS with frag rounds, but he already had 5 service stars with the Dow 12. It's like, bro, what kind of player are you that you're just gotta find the second most abusive weapon you can, or basically the most abusive weapon you can that you have unlocked, and then use that because you feel that you're not good enough to use another weapon? I don't know. That's my personal rant on that. But I see something else that I think that they should put in the patch, but I know they're not going to, is the ability to steal vehicles out of enemy spawns. Now, this is more of an issue with Rush than Conquest, because obviously Conquest is a little bit different, and it's very difficult, and if not impossible, to go in and steal tanks. Obviously, jets are a little bit different. In Conquest, you can usually prevent somebody from stealing your jet. They're a little, you had the AA gun and everything. But in Rush, if your jet gets stolen, it's game over, essentially. And that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't have the ability. You will have no Caspian border, Rush, you lose your jet, the enemy team has 2 jets, you will not win. As long as they know what they're doing, obviously, because they can take out every single tank, they can take out every single buggy. It's just stupid. And on the same note, I think maps such as like a Grand Bazaar, you get 1 heavy tank. The defenders should not be able to sit in the enemy spawn. Like, obviously it was where the other base was, so you can't just automatically kill the people that were able to stay alive. But they should not be able to get in the tank that spawns in the enemy or in the attacker's deployment. I don't know exactly how they would implement this, whether it be, the team that actually gets the tank. Until somebody gets in that tank, the tank is not active for somebody else to steal it. I think that would be the most legitimate way to do it, because you can't just build a random barrier around the tank or something like that. And it's the same way with jets. It seems like a simple fix. Just once whatever team gets the vehicle to start with, if somebody on that team doesn't get in the tank, doesn't like activate the vehicle, then the other enemy team can't get in it. I mean, they already have the Amtrak that doesn't allow enemies to get into it, so it just seems logical to me. It's one of those frustrating things that can change a game, and it's what the attacker's fault that they didn't clear out every single person in the enemy base or in your base and get the tank immediately. Like I use the vehicles, but I'm not a tank whore. I'm not going to sit there and wait for the tank to spawn just immediately because I'm afraid. I shouldn't be afraid that somebody's going to be able to run into my base and steal my tank and then control the game with it. It's quite frustrating. On that same note, probably a lesser thing, but obviously coming from a console perspective, I don't know. Let me give your opinion on this as a console perspective. Would you guys like to see a mixed server? I know they have these on PC, and obviously it's because it's PC and they can do whatever they want with their private servers or whatever. But I would love to see a mixed server, and I don't know if it would have to include, both sides of a Conquest map, but I would love to see a server that said Conquest, Rush, even Team Deathmatch. I would not mind, just a little switch up of some Team Deathmatch every once in a while. If you're in a server, I think it would keep things fresh. I would think it'd keep things going, because, in this time, PC players, I hear PC players complain a lot that, everybody plays Metro. It's hard to get a game that's not Metro, and I'm starting to notice some of that stuff on console. Depending on what time you play at, it can be very difficult to keep a lobby full. I play a lot of later nights in general, and so it can be very tough to keep a lobby full, especially if I play with more than two. If I play with any amount more than 4 people, and we're all running the same clan tag, lobbies die in a heartbeat. And I don't know if it's just because you beast on kids and they back out. I think it also has to do with my level. Like, obviously, I think I'm a level like 35, Colonel level 35 now, so people don't like playing again. And that's not even that high. Like, I have friends that are much higher than me. I have friends that are in the 90s already, so it's not. I don't know. People just get pissed off or something when they get killed by a high level, and I don't feel like I do anything abusive. I use the M16, I use the M4A1. I don't know. So let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think either one of those fixes? Would you guys like to play on a mixed server on the console, playing Team Deathmatch, Conquest, and Rush, and also? How do you guys think you should be able to steal vehicles? And of course, let me know in the comments below if you guys can think of any other patch notes or any other patch information that they should put in, because I think there's definitely some things that they're missing, and that's what the community is here for. So finally in the gameplay, I get that MCOM attacker pin, and once I get that MCOM attacker pin, I don't play the objective anymore. It's kind of bad, but once I get it, I'm just like, let's kill some people. We'll get this last bomb site. We still got 60 tickets. Maybe that's why I got so many kills. I don't know. But back to the original topic, where I was mentioning how to get so many kills, and it's really the one thing that I preach a lot in Battlefield, and people don't get, is experience. And a good player can just, a noob player, somebody that's just starting out, low level, can have just as much gun skill as somebody that's a high level. And the thing about Battlefield, though, is it's not just gun on gun. Yes, there are certain maps, the Team Deathmatch, stuff like that it's gun on gun, but it's also where you put yourself on that map. It's knowing and anticipating where the enemy is going to be coming from. It's using a gun and setup that you're comfortable with and know how to use well. It's placing yourself in, using your mini-map appropriately. There's so many things that go into each engagement that determine how successful you're going to be in the battlefield. And that is why I strongly say that the more experience that you have, the more time played, the more things that you experience on the battlefield will make you a better player. And, new players, I'm not saying you're bad or anything, but it just comes with time. And it's one of those things like, you got to find something that you're comfortable with. You got to start learning the maps, and there's certain maps that I just play better on. Obviously, maps that I have more time on, I find I get good games on Strike at Karkand. I don't know why. I like this map. I play good on this map. Operation Metro. It's one of those things, like, it's not my favorite map, but I usually have good gameplays on it. I don't like posting it because a lot of the time it's boring and just kill whoring, which is not my style, but some people like seeing, I don't know, if you guys want to see a crazy kill whore game where I just pin them back in the first base and get 30 kills while nobody else on my team gets any kills, I mean, I could fast forward the whole gameplay and let you see it, but it is what it is. I don't know. I love Battlefield 3. You got to have the experience to know the maps and know where people are coming from, know your flanks, and know where to spawn, and just know how to kill people. So find that gun that works for you, and I don't know, stick with it. That's another thing. Do you guys like seeing, obviously, I don't know. When I first started playing this game, I was like, I'm gonna get 500 kills with every single weapon, and I've gotten 500 kills with a lot of weapons. Just getting those mastery dog tags. But as it goes along, it's going to change a little bit when the patch comes out, but this M16, I have a hard time putting it down. I have a hard time going and picking up another assault rifle and finding it just as comfortable. And I have, I've used the L85, I used the AK-74, I've used the AN-94, and they all have their own little, unique feel to them, but this M16 is just so well balanced. And I'm going to rant about this M16. I could rant about this all day because it's probably my favorite gun in the game behind the M4A1. But let me know in the comments below what kind of stuff you guys want to see coming up. And also, let me know if there's any patch things that you think really need to be in the game, really need to be in the patch notes that aren't yet. So, because I think there's still some opportunity to see some stuff change in this game. And I think there's definitely some things that need to change. But, we'll see what happens. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. It's kind of winding down here. I'd probably run in here and get a couple more kills. Just shoot my gun at people because I know where they're going to be because I'm a boss. Nah, I hope you guys enjoy this stuff. Let's see, there was one last question. I don't remember what it was going to be, so we'll just kind of let it wind down here, and if it comes to me, I will ramble it out, but we'll probably be bringing some more Battlefield. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about, the PTFO Platoon real quick, guys. I've been kind of slacking. I've been busy the past few weeks with ladies. I know, oh my god. I know, ladies. I've been busy with ladies, but I've been busy, so I've been not being able to play as competitively, so hopefully we'll be getting this going. I need to, we need to make some more room, maybe make another PTFL Platoon, fan the competitive. If you guys want to play, we're trying to make a competitive platoon, we're going to try and get this together. If you guys want to be on that competitive team, fan the platoon, and we will know who wants to be on there, and that way we can get you on that platoon. I will probably put a link somewhere in the description. If you guys play Bad Company 2, I also have Bad Company 2 platoon, you can try and join that. But I hope you guys enjoy. Leon Trotsky, you know how we do, ladies. Till next time, over and out.